All right, I'm back again. Can't tell you how strange this is. In real life, I'm considered a fun guy, funny, and I've been told that I'm easy to talk to. But as soon as I try to talk to this camera, I get nervous and I feel uncomfortable in my own skin. It's so strange. So I don't know how this is going to come across to people, but again, I'm just going to show you who I am and you decide. So today we're going to talk about my 5 things. So these 5 things are the things I think that could change everything. Um, I've presented these for so long. Normally it just flies off my tongue. My friends have all heard this a million times. What'll happen is anybody running on this will have a placard with this right here. If I made that work, I just showed you a picture of it. Yeah, this is the stuff I'm not good at on my own. And so you'll have to have patience as I learn how to do these things. But so once again, everyone will have a placard on the stage that they can point to with a pointer or a ruler. And it's going to look just like this. So these are the 5 things that I think can change everything. And we'll work through them. There's details on each one on the Facebook page for Human Party. So if you want to go check that out, it's on Facebook. And I've got details. But the key things are this. Number 1, voting holiday. This is really important. It's going to be a paid holiday. You'll be voting all week long. You'll have ranked choice. We're going to get rid of gerrymandering. We're going to have some equal coverage laws for the news. We'll have a Department of Elections that works all year long, making sure people are ready, making sure the system is ready. It's going to be federally run. And there will be mandatory voting. Now, why is this? Well, right now, the 2 groups don't want you to vote. The way it is now, about 65% of people under 30 don't vote. That's a lot. And both sides don't want people voting. As long as you're not voting and they can keep the numbers down, they just have to fight over like 10 to 15% to win the small amount that's undecided. They've each got about 30% locked in. And so this affects the conversation. This affects the messaging. Right now, the crazies get all of the attention because they're the ones that they need to keep going. If they had to convince everybody, they'd have to present different messages. The small 10% on each side that drives everything would lose all their power. So voting holiday, number 1. Once we get everybody voting, everything will change. Second, kind and fair tax system. What a fun thing to say, right? Who would say no to that? The way it's going to work is it'll be a targeted consumption tax mainly. There'll be excess profit caps. There'll be CEO labor ratio laws. There'll be lower mandatory business taxes. And there'll be societal jobs that have tax exemptions. We need to get off of the trickle down system. It doesn't work. Nothing's trickling down. And so, if you want to buy a yacht, you're going to pay a lot more for your yacht. If you have a third home, you're going to pay a lot more for your third home. But we're not going to tax things that are important to people. We're not going to tax things that are necessary. So, yeah, this system would be very unfair if you've got a gigantic mansion or a car collection. Then I'm sorry. But otherwise, unless you're going shopping for diamond rings, yachts, and third homes, this is going to be cheaper for you and it's going to make more sense. Number 3, the America Works program. This is basically selective service. Every 18-year-old will give 2 years of service. Now, it can be in something they're interested in, or they can just be placed through the works programs and the projects we're going to start. For that 2 year service, you're going to get 2 years of college or trade training. You're going to be given safe living, and basics will be taken care of while you're doing this. There'll be placement programs. We'll have college regulation and ICE enforcement, especially the businesses that are hiring illegals. This is really important because this is going to give a sense of ownership. You're also going to give every 18-year-old going to get 2 years of training out of this. And you can defer it. You can do your college, then do your 2 years, and you can do it in whatever it is you've trained in, or you can give it immediately. But every person will give 2 years to this country, and that's going to give a sense of ownership. And imagine the things we could build with all that manpower. There'll be work projects, an entire department that's only job is to train and place people. I think this could change everything. Imagine the things we could build. And when you're going down that highway that's been built, you're going to know that when you were 18, you were part of that. You know, it's really important. And I think this is the thing that might finally unite us. And it'll also guarantee every 18-year-old a chance. Number 4, law reform. Yeah, everybody wants law reform. What I want to set up is a violent versus non-violent tracks. I want to give help, training, and placement to people who don't commit violent acts. I want to legalize many drugs. I want psychological help to be available. I want police training and help. I want them to not have to deal with the everyday things like the homeless that could be dealt with by other people. They can just keep us all safe. And then most importantly, no more private prisons. Right now, it's one of the biggest businesses in America with tons of power, and they want people to break laws and be put in jail. Otherwise, they lose money. So as long as you have private prisons, you're going to have a huge force that's main job is to make more criminals. Otherwise, how do they get paid? Number 5, the biggie, worldwide minimum wage. So what I mean by this is I'm going to put tariffs on things made out of the country to equalize pay and cost. We're gonna work on repatriation of offshore dollars. We're gonna have an Invest in America tax-free program. We're gonna allow people to build tax-free if they do it in America. And then we're going to create a Buy American program. We're gonna make it mean something. We're gonna build things in America, and we're gonna buy American first. That's just the way it's gonna have to be. And then my overall dream would be membership. We're going to hopefully start to expand our states. I don't understand. Well, the reason we're stuck at 50 is because the two sides can't agree. They're afraid the other will get the power. So again, why we need a third party. But the overall goal with worldwide minimum wage is to get rid of slave labor just for profit. It's not fair, and it needs to stop. So those are the 5. Those are the things that I think are going to change everything. And if you want to see it more detail, go to the Human Party page. And I guess that's where I'm at. Please share and go to my GoFundMe. It's the only way I can do it. I don't want to do it. I don't know if I made that clear. Right now, I've never had less confidence than I ever have in my life, which is odd. I'm starting this, but I have to do it. I'm nothing special, but I think I'm right about these things, and we're at a turning point. Right now, we can do this. 4 or 5 Senate seats, we change the world, but we need that third party. So again, please help me. This is for our kids. I don't care. I've given up on people my age and older, but I don't want to leave this huge mess to those that are following behind us. All right, thanks. Have a good day.